Hey guys, my name is Becca Buckaloo. I have a 10-minute, no weights at all, core workout for you today. All you need is some space and yourself. Come on, work out with me. So we are working for 45 seconds and transitioning for 15 seconds. We have 5 exercises and we are doing 2 rounds of those exercises, starting on the ground in a plank hold. This is all about our core today. We want long, lean abs, which we're gonna accomplish right now. So find some space on the floor. You're gonna stack your shoulders over those elbows and press up. We are working, right? Hands are right out in front of you. Booty is not super up and not super down. We want to protect the lower back by not allowing our hips to dip down to the ground. Driving through those toes, right? Everything in a plank should be firing the whole time. So your shoulders are firing, your abs are firing, your toes are firing, your legs are firing. This is an amazing full body. Yes, it's focused on the core primarily, but you're really getting into so many different muscle groups when you're holding a plank. 5 more seconds. So good. Looks like my butt's up. It's not up, guys. I swear to you, it's down. All right, that is exercise number 1. Flip on over. Flipping over, we're gonna hit some bicycle crunches. So these I see done like this super aggressively. You can do that. But if you're looking for the deeper muscle contractions, you wanna go low and slow. Elbows stay open, and then you're really trying to bring your upper body, right, your rib cage off the ground to cross to that knee. Nice and slow, pushing that lower back into the ground. So your belly button's touching your spine, right? Getting into those lower obliques by going that slow. I can't talk and do this, guys. These are hard. Not super great if you're postpartum. Don't do these yet. It puts a lot of stress on your linea alba. It's too much pressure. So if you really want to maintain good abdominal pressure before you start doing harder core exercises if you're postpartum. Okay, staying right where you are, and we're moving into leg raises. Option to put your hands under the lower back if you want more support. And again, you want to keep your lower back pressed into the ground. So you don't want this. See how my back's coming up off the ground? You really want slow, controlled movement, trying to keep your booty pressed into the ground, right? You can feel right on the top of your butt if it starts coming off the ground. So all you would do is limit range of motion. So maybe you're right here. That's still a great workout. I don't hate you for that. That's how you're gonna get stronger faster. Or more support, putting those hands underneath the butt, still trying to keep that lower back and spine pressed into the ground, belly button trying to touch the spine. What that does is it makes you think about wrapping your abs around your rib cage, bringing everything inward. And 1, yeah. The only time we're gonna sit up today, guys. We have a Russian twist. I actually don't know why it's called, I don't know. Wait, is it from the Olympics? I feel like the Russians are always like the best at everything in the Olympics. Could be wrong about that too. Feet off the ground if you want to make it a little bit harder. And then we're trying to keep it open chest and bring that elbow down to each side. 1 at a time, pointing those toes. I always cross one foot over the other. If you have OCD, make sure you cross the other way. It's always though, there's always one way that like sucks more though. You know what I mean? For me, it's my left. I always like crossing my right. But then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be imbalanced. You could be, right? You do the same thing over and over again. Oof, 15 seconds. I've done jiu-jitsu for like 4 years. I'm a purple belt. And the warm-ups, they always run the same way. And it drives me bananas, 5 seconds. I'm like, we're gonna be unbalanced. But imagine, N1, if you run in the same way for like years and years, you've gotta be having like more wear and tear on one side, right? Okay, flutter kicks, laying back down onto the ground. This is very similar to our leg raises. Put your hands underneath your butt for more support. And again, we are fluttering those legs out. I find this a little bit easier than the double leg. Bringing it down lower is gonna make it harder and get into those lower obliques, bringing it up. It's gonna change the range of motion, kind of hit that mid-center line around the belly button. Again, the goal here is to keep our back pressed into the ground, right? So you can drive through those hands for a little bit more support. Are your hip flexors on fire? Because mine are. Oh my gosh, why did we decide to do core today? Just kidding, because we want long, amazing lean abs for the summer. If you're in LA, the summer's year round here. Oh, we've gone over. I made us work longer than necessary. Okay, that's it, round 1 done. We're gonna go round 2, same. Plank hold starting in 5 seconds. So we're gonna be a forearm plank here, and we're driving up. Shoulders are stacked over those elbows. Hands are spread super, super wide. Do you ever, if you're in America, did you ever do the turkeys for Thanksgiving where you draw them with your hands? It's always like the most ridiculous looking fat turkey I've ever seen in my life that looks nothing like a turkey. I think small children do it in preschool daycare, where you like draw the outline of your hand and like somehow it's a turkey. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but now, oh yes, because our hands are splayed wide. Hips are down, booty is not up, everything is firing, belly button is touching your spine. Not really, but you're trying to get it there. All right, perfect. Flip on over, let's get into those bicycle crunches. Again, trying your best to keep those elbows wide. Feet are elevated, and then opposite elbow, opposite knee, bring your chest off the ground, and then rolling over. Off the ground, and then rolling over. Ooh, yeah, so good. So good, getting those nice long cuts on the side. Those are always the best. My favorite are the V's. I'm always trying for the V cut. The V cut, which is harder after you have kids, guys. This is TMI, but I had emergency C-section, so it's even harder if you have that C-section because you get cut in half. I mean, this is graphic. Stop. Mute me, please. Mute me. You can just follow along. Watch this. All right, almost there. In 5 seconds, baby. Woo! I'm burning. All right, woo. Leg raises. Again, option to put your hands on the floor next to you, more support, put them under your booty. But you're trying to slow and control, keep your lower back pressed into the ground as we go down and then lift up. Nice, slow and controlled. Don't rush through these, even though I would love to rush through these. Sometimes when you go through the weightlifting or just body weight workouts super quick, you're taking the work out of the muscle groups you're trying to target. So it feels easier for a good reason, because it is easier. But ultimately, we want it to be harder, because when it's a little bit harder, not insurmountable, but when it's a little bit harder, we're challenging ourselves and we are changing our bodies, which is the goal here. To change. 2 and 1. Ooh, baby, we're almost there, we're almost there. Okay, Russian twist. Swim up into the Russian twist position. Again, option to keep your feet off the ground, like so. If you want to work harder, work harder. Elbow comes to the side, nice, slow, and control, like you are rowing a boat, which is actually kind of hard to row a boat. I worked at summer camp, and we had these little like canoes and actual rowboats. And I realized in that moment, I was never meant for the rowing team, which is also tremendously hard. Those little rowers, let me tell you. I had somebody tell me the other day that they, down in LA, I don't know where you are. You could be, we could be north of you. Somebody told me they were doing a rowing class. And I was like, what? They were like 45 minutes. And I was like, are you kidding me? There's so many things I would rather do than row for 45 minutes. Like eat glass being one of them. All right, last one. Flutter on, baby. Flutter, flutter, flutter. Okay, laying back onto the ground. Hands going to the hips if you need some more support. Very similar to the leg lift. It's the flutter. And point those toes, flutter, flutter, flutter. Again, to make it easier, bring it up. To make it harder, bring it down low. Bring it down low. Yeah, try to keep that lower back pressed into the ground. Everything is firing. Yeah. Hopefully you're starting your day out in pain with me or ending your day in pain. But this is great. This is the first step in seeing those abs we all want to see. Yeah. The next is diet. You can't have those abs without the diet. It's all about diet, guys. And not starvation, just eating healthy. Woo! Oh my gosh, we're done. That is it. You did a 10-minute core workout. I hope you have long, lean abs. Are they coming in? Are they coming in? They're coming in slow. Have a great day, guys. Thanks, bye.